Good evening and welcome to a game for StarLadder Season 4, Day 10. And we'll be seeing a match between Meet Your Makers and FnaticEU, or Fnatic Raid Call from Europe. So it's the European teams, the same team that we saw on DreamHack last weekend. And we're going to see one game between these two teams. They are competing for 3 points, because if you win you get 3 points. If you lose you get nothing. And they of course want to be getting those points because the top 4 of the teams with the highest amount of points, top 4 of those will be getting an invite to the StarLadder offline finals in the Kiev Cyber Arena, and both these teams want to be going there, of course. The first bans that we see coming out of there are the Bounty Hunter and the Magnus. As for the people on the VOD, I actually am sorry for the people that already seen it, that actually screamed for me to get it away from there, but I will actually still add it once again, just for the people on the VOD. They want to know also what the standings are for this matchup. I will only leave it there for a short while, so don't worry about me leaving it there too long. And it will be the standings for the top 10 teams of the 16 teams in total for StarLadder Season 4. And as you can see, Fnatic is actually very high up there. They have played 5 games and they have got 12 points. So they've won 4 out of the 5 games so far. They're doing amazingly well. If they win this match, they'll be at the same level as Na'Vi as well as Mouse. And for Meet Your Makers, they're not in this list at all. They have not been playing that well at all, and that means they're like in the bottom 6 of the list, so they want to get some points. It's still fairly early in the matchup for StarLadder, so they might be able to still make it to the top 4, but it's difficult to do so. There's a lot of matches, and well, I'm not sure entirely how far behind they actually are, but if they're already not in the top 10, it's going to be difficult. We'll see though if they're going to be able to take the points away from Fnatic, which is of course what they want to do, because even if you, I mean, okay, you can't go to Kiev, but maybe, you know, you're still doing okay-ish and you want to hope for next season. But if you're ending in the bottom 2 of the list, the bottom 2 of the list will be having to fight for their spot in StarLadder. They have to fight the people from the Pro Series who are trying to make their way up, work their way up, to try to make it to the Star. Just gonna remove the thing now, because now you've seen it all. Pause the stream if you want to continue watching that, and you can play it afterwards, but for now it's gonna be going away. There we go. And yeah, we have got in the meantime the ban out for the Bat Rider as well as for the Darkseer, and the Jakiro is the first pickup for Meet Your Makers together with the Sven, and the Undying was the first pickup for Fnatic RC. And let's see what they're going to be getting together with that. I mean, we still have a lot of heroes in the pool that we normally see picked up fairly early. I'm thinking Templar Assassin. I am thinking potentially a Wisp, and if they do that, it would be probably only to deny it to Meet Your Makers, because they have a pretty decent lineup to still be going for that Wisp with the Jakiro and the Spen already there. But they go for something else. They go for the Enigma. That's a lot of pushing power on their side already, with the Eidolons as well as, of course, with the Tombstone. And securing that spot inside the jungle, they really want to be going for that one. And we'll see what they're going to be picking up as their last pickup before the next banning phase. Of course, we'll still have Meet Your Makers picking up a hero as well. But yeah, for now they already kind of give away what they want to be doing. Undying, in a way, still fairly vague of what they want to be doing, perhaps. As we have seen him on aggressive tri-lanes, we have seen him on dual lanes, we have seen him as a long lane solo. But with the Enigma already in the jungle, it's either going to be a dual lane or long lane solo. Night Stalker is picked up there by Fnatic. A hero that we've lately seen more than normal, but mostly we've seen him in combination with that Bounty Hunter, just to make sure that that track is there. And I mean, not only the track from the ability track from the Bounty Hunter, but Night Stalker and Bounty Hunter combined is like track team 101. They can just chase everybody down with the increased movement speed with the nighttime. You're not safe from them. But this time he's going to be by himself. He's going to probably be played as a mid lane, and we're going to see how aggressive he's going to be able to be. We have a Beastmaster pickup from Meet Your Makers, so they secure a solo lane, or potentially even a mid lane if they want to be going for that Beastmaster hero that can have pretty decent room control, basically infinite room control, especially if he's going to be up against a Night Stalker. But we'll see if they're actually going to be able to do that. Beastmaster normally run as a long lane solo. We've got the Chen, who is banned out now for Fnatic. They have already hero in the jungle, and they don't want to be dealing with anything else from their opponent's side. They want to be the ones that are dominating on golden experience, purely because of that hero inside the jungle. Nature's Prophet is going to be banned out here for Meet Your Makers. as we have the next ban out coming for Fnatic. Fnatic, who has, well, I mean, actually both teams kind of have decent amounts of bonus time still left. Meteor Makers, they're not wasting any time on these bans. They know what they want to be banning. They banned out the Tidehunter. No more team fight for Fnatic, they say. And it is the Wisp that still gets banned out by Fnatic, because they of course saw the potential with the Wisp Jakiro and the Sven combination. That's not something that you really want to be seeing. Queen of Pain is the last ban out there for Fnatic, expecting still a mid-hero to be needed for Meteor Makers, so expecting Beastmaster on a long lane solo, the same thing that we are expecting right now. And we're going to see the last ban out for Meteor Makers, and let's see what it's going to be. I mean, as I said, there is still, like, you can ban out a long lane solo if you want to. On the side of the Undying, there's still plenty of opportunities for long lane solos. I mean, Windrunner is even still in the pool if they want to do that, but Undying, a hero that is pretty decent as a long lane solo, and if they're going to be going for that, then they need a dual lane for which both of the heroes are still open for pick. So, like Leshrek's Chaos Knight combination is still in. Everything with the Chaos Knight combination is still in, actually. A lot of combination with a lot of different heroes. They ban out the Faceless Void, though. I mean, they have got the Sven for themselves. Sven is a hero that, when he has his BKB, he wants to just be able to continue to hit stuff. And of course, Fnatic has got the Black Hole to stop him from doing that.
Tinker.
But they might just want to be going for more, as we have Tinker picked up now for Meteor Maker, so that's going to be their mid lane hero. It's going to be up against a Night Stalker. He'll be having a tough time there, to be fair. And the last pickup for Fnatic, I'm actually thinking maybe a Night Stalker would, or sorry, a Lifestealer wouldn't be a bad idea. A hero that also can withstand the damage from Sven slightly, if he can just rage through it and not get stunned by Sven, and of course dodge his stun as well. And try to eat Sven up. Even if he gets a Basher on Abyssal, if he gets farmed enough, that will be very, very dangerous. And Abyssal, of course, stuns through BKB, so could be a decent hero there to have. But we'll see what they're going to be doing. They still have an entire minute left inside their bonus time, so they can use every single minute, every single second of that if they wish to do so. And they can also, in the meantime, of course, discuss how they're going to be expecting Meteor Makers to run their lanes. Which hero they're still going to be expecting from Meteor Makers, because in fact, I mean, if you have a Tinker mid, you have a Beastmaster long lane solo, and a Sven Jakiro on the top lane, you kind of already know what is going to be where. The only thing you don't know is if you are going to be seeing a jungle hero coming out from Meteor Maker still. Of course, the possibility is still there, or if you're going to be seeing a tri-lane with a Sven. And with Leshrek and Lina and everything else still in there, Sven is of course a hero that makes great combination with that, same as with the Chaos Knight, as I just said. And that will be very dangerous, and they might actually try to go for an aggressive tri-lane if they know that there's going to be a dual lane only going up for Fnatic on the bottom lane, leaving the Beastmaster on the top lane to get his levels up faster than he normally would on a long lane solo. But we'll see, and they actually have only 10 seconds left thinking about this last pick. Which one is it going to be? It's going to be a lone druid. Also, the ensnare of the entangle of the roots from the bear goes through BKB, but the bear, I mean, he is going to be dying fairly fast if they can attack the bear. Will be tricky to see how this is going to go. I'm not very convinced with a lone druid pickup, but we'll see how it's going to work out. A hero that, I mean, it's gonna depend on what kind of build they're going to be going for, and more importantly, it's going to really depend on how they're going to be running that Night Stalker, as in how aggressive is he going to be, how successful is he going to be with his aggression. And something to note here, by the way, Templar Assassin, not banned, not picked, left alone completely. And that, I think that's going to be the first time that I see that in a long time. Am I right, yeah? Yeah, he's not there. I just doubted myself for a second there, but no, she's not there. It is not going to be one of those. We're going to have Meteor Makers also taking their sweet time, ticking now into their bonus time, and we're going to see which hero they want to go for. Is it a Leshrek? Is it a Lina? Is it a Shadow Demon? I mean, they now know what heroes they're going to be up against, and what are they going to do with it? Are they going to run an aggressive tri-lane? An aggressive tri-lane against a lone druid is not very easy to do. Because the bear will be... Wow, I need some water. Second. The bear will be constantly scouting out the movements. He will be very hard to kill early on because he already is very tanky. And we'll be seeing which one of these... if they're actually going to run the aggressive tri-lane. I don't think so. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there with my voice breaking off there for a second.
seconds remaining.
I will also say, by the way, I just typed something. There we go, fixed. I am having delay on Indeed, and I think that Puppy got told to still have delay on, but I think he didn't do that, so. Anyway, come on. I'm gonna switch overlays already before I forget. But yeah, that kind of brought me out of my train of thought entirely. And we're gonna see which lanes they're gonna run. I mean, we kind of know which heroes are gonna be where. With Windrunner, the last pickup for Meteor Makers, that's probably gonna be a support Windrunner.
5 seconds remaining.
Has to be. Has to be. Well, let's see how they're gonna be doing. We instantly have a pause, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna see for Meteor Makers who is gonna be playing what first. We're gonna have Nier playing the Beastmaster. Fucking Mad will be playing. Thank you. Thank you. They swapped. Okay. We're gonna have Nier playing the Sven. We're gonna have fucking Mad playing the Beastmaster. We're gonna have Calculus playing the Windrunner. Caprice is gonna be playing the Tinker, and it's gonna be No Dota. Nino Dota, so the Nino will be playing the Jakiro, and that will be the lineup for Meteor Makers on the Dire side. We'll jump ourselves over to the Radiant side, where Fnatic is getting ready to also get their game going. And we're going to be seeing Era playing the Night Stalker, of course, the solo mid-hero player that he is. We're going to see No-Tail on the Enigma. It's going to be the Undying played by JK. And on the bottom lane we see Flymy Schnenkel playing the Rubik, with the last but not least one, the Lone Druid played by Trixie, who already summoned his bear, but will be moving the bear towards the top lane to try and pull a lane there, as everybody of Meteor Makers, or most of them anyway, are making their way towards the bottom lane. 4 heroes are gonna be there, and it's also it's gonna be 5 soon. As soon as the Beastmaster joins them, it's gonna also be 5 heroes on the bottom lane for Fnatic, or at least if they continue going, which they're not. So, but let's see how they're going to be running their lanes, because that will be quite interesting to see, especially with the Windrunner being picked up by Meteor Maker. For now, I mean, for Fnatic, it seems quite obvious, with the Rubik supporting the Lone Druid. Lone Druid, of course, a hero that can and potentially be a solo lane hero if he wants to, so we might see the Rubik roaming around slightly. They find fucking Mad here. Can they actually get him, though? Rubik coming in from the side, the ward being placed set to block off the creep spawns. Here comes the Flymy Schnenkel, right clicks to go. They can't get it, actually, no, they can't even try. I don't think he's going to be wasting his mana on that one. Would just be harassment otherwise. As we see the bear gonna go pick up the creep wave to make sure that the Undying, who is indeed gonna be the long lane solo for Fnatic, who is gonna be top. He's gonna be 6, by the way. That was the cat. Not sure if you can hear that, actually. Oh, the bear is gonna be in some trouble, though. They actually might spend some mana on this, because this would be a big blow if he actually yeah. He still gets them. He still gets them. And actually the fighting actually helped out. Ice Man's there. Now they kind of have to kill the bear. They're trying to block him. Right clicks to go. They actually already used one of his mana, and he cannot attack. That's a bit of a shame. Of course, Lone Druid being there. But yeah, let's take a look at how the lanes are. Calculus will be going into the mid lane with a Night Stalker, leaving the Beastmaster for the long lane solo, leaving a semi-tri lane on the top lane with the Jakiro being here, of course, helping out the Sven, but also the Tinker being there as well, as well, they're being very aggressive here. But yeah, the Tinker being here as well, which is very interesting, because I'm not sure if the Tinker, what he's planning on doing. He could be trying to stack and just go inside the jungle. That might be an option here, but it might be... I mean, Tinker is one of those heroes that needs to be farming, and then at some point he'll get his boot to travel, and then he'll start to be annoying. But for now... Or maybe it's the Sven who is going to be playing as a support. It looks like it is. Sven is indeed going to be the support player here. Or the pooling player. Yeah, we've seen... Actually, Sven's supports were already there before he got buffed in the previous big patch. So, interesting to know. And we have got more right clicks to go here. Can they actually go on that? Telekinesis is going to be there. There's the right clicks. They don't have the bear, though. Not just yet. And I don't think there's going to be enough right clicks. They're trying, though. One more right click needed now. And will they get it? They get it still! Trixie picking up the first blood on his Lone Druid.
The end is set in motion.
The end is set in motion, that's for sure. Well, Beastmaster going back towards the bottom lane. Fucking mad. The first one to die. I didn't actually think he was gonna be dying. He has that shield. He is so very tanky, but now the bear is there as well. He's gonna be having a tough time, and that is for sure. Nightstalker in the meantime has enough money for his bottle. Can buy that if he wants to, which he probably does. He is first of winter, and it's still a fairly decent lane for him. I mean, he'll get a rest, but the most important thing is he'll get levels, and with those levels he'll be getting the nighttime, of course, and he'll be getting the darkness, and at that point he'll be roaming around as fucking mad gets dove on again by Trixie. Is there gonna be an entangle? He cannot entangle just yet. The bear is not high enough level for that, and it's actually Trixie that's gonna be taking a lot of damage. The bear dies, 100 more extra damage done to Trixie here. But he resummons his bear. Does he want to dive this again? Does he want to come in from the side? It will be the Rubik that will try to help out there as well. Right clicks to go. Here comes the Rubik. There comes the telekinesis if he wants to do it. Fate Bolt is up in there as well. More right clicks. And this is Rubik not being in position. Can he still get it? Fate Bolt might be enough. And there's the Fate Bolt. He does not go down, but the Lone Druid does because the bear dies. Rubik still gets the last hit on fucking mad. But wow, that was a trade that should not have happened. In the meantime, Tinker, very low life on the top lane, already popped himself. Can he cut something out? There goes another decay. Tinker 5 HP left, and that is Undying picking up the last hit. Now JK running away from Nier. Nier, who does not have enough mana. He needs 3 more mana. 3, and now he has it, and now he doesn't have the range anymore, and now wow. Now JK will be fine. Staying alive, Undying, doing his name justice for sure. Nightstalker in the meantime, he has got 15 for 8 last hits with 7 for 3 on the winter. Now this is not good for Meteor Makers. This should not be happening. On last hits, Calculus should be able to do just okay against the Nightstalker, who is having some nice rune control, by the way. Picked up the regen rune, uses it, and will be able to be on par again with the Windrunner, who's level 5, by the way, level 4 still on the Nightstalker. So she is able to at least do that, and has got 3 creeps tonight, but Nightstalker already 8 creeps tonight, and this is not going well for Calculus so far, as we have also Enigma coming in. Malefice, silence, right clicks, and this should be a kill. 1 more point needed. There's the Windrun. Nightstalker, can he be in time? And there's the Void. At least the bottle is not going to be able to do enough anymore. Oh, there's this haste rune though. Calculus, can he be in time? I think he can be, and Era knows it, and he backs off. And he's going to be staying alive. Enigma coming out of the jungle for nothing, and bottle not, well, being brought back and being brought back again. Void still there. Malefice again. Calculus, you were safe! And Enigma picks up the kill still. He could have been saved. Roar going off from the side though. Fucking mad. Level 6. Right clicks to go. There he is. The soul ring being used. That's not really ideal. The axe is flying through. That is not a good soul ring. What is this? Hera trying to run away. Ice Path misses. Dual Breath still hits though. Is it going to be enough? The boar slowing him down as well. Right clicks to go, but I think he should be fine. They're not going to be diving the towers just yet. And Nier coming in will be too late to do anything about this. Wow, that was a awkward play for both sides. Let's just put it that way, and it cost them lives. 1 for 1 though, and it is the Nightstalker that is not dying just yet, and he actually got a full bottle once again. I will empty it again and send the bottle back. Again, nobody else able to use the bottle. In the meantime, it is the Lone Druid, or the Beastmaster, that was actually level 7, so he was able to help out there. And that is actually, his high levels are the result of the kill, of course, on the Lone Druid still, and the fact that he has been able to get experience on this bottom lane quite safely. He will be getting help as well on his bottom lane with Nier, as well as the Nino coming towards the bottom lane. 3 versus 3 it will be. Roar will be off cooldown again in 18 seconds. It might be too late for the tower though, but here they come. They've got a stun, they've got an Ice Path, they've got a Dual Breath. Telekinesis in the meantime up on the Beastmaster. There's the Malefice as well. Ice Path coming in from the side, and Fate Bolt's going through as well. Black Hole already getting interrupted. Rockets will fly because Tinker is here as well. It will be Trixie that drops. No-Tail drops as well. Tinker getting a double kill, and now Schenkel, he will not be staying alive very much longer either. Will it be a triple kill? It will be the Beastmaster's boar that actually gets the last hit for that one, and the tower will be getting denied here. 3 kills being done. 3 for 1 and a deny. Good plays for Meteor Makers. And then they will also deny the boar because they can. And it will be Meteor Makers getting the advantage on the bottom lane, even after dropping the tower. I mean, it's a deny. You can't really say anything bad about that. I mean, it had to go down someday, and rather getting a deny than anything else. And control-wise, if you want to have control for the Roshan, the tier 2 is just as good, and as well as the tier 1 mid, of course. So still doing okay, and it's actually giving the Beastmaster a bit more freedom on this bottom lane as well, because I don't think Trixie is going to be farming way too far up on the wrong side of the river to well, say it like that. So there's a bit less space for Trixie to free farm, or at least over the entire lane. As the Roar's back up again, the Smoke is up again as well. Can they find him? There goes the Roar. Axis will fly as well as the Ice Path. Dual Breath first. There's the Ice Path, and that's going to be a fair kill. Fast kill with the Nino picking up the kill, and that is pretty safe. No wards up for the Radiant side. They had no idea that that was coming. Although they could have, of course, expected that the Roar was up and the Beastmaster was missing. But then again, he was near his tower, so I wasn't that worried, I guess. In the meantime, it is JK on the top lane, the one that has got that kill, of course, who has got 1k in his inventory. He's got 24 last hits. If we compare that to the Tinker, got 32. And if you counter that, whoa, I'm not sure. What, JK, what are you trying to do? Trying to help Era, but it's gonna be too late. There's the Tombstone is up, but he already goes down. Caprice picking that one up. Caprice, sorry. And it is a Night Stalker that was not able to do something there in the nighttime. He tried to go for a gank, but the gankers got it was just too much. It was too obvious also. They weren't scared enough by that solo Night Stalker, not when it's 3 versus 2. And Night Stalker now back inside this middle lane needs to be able to do something. Fnatic so far not having that much control over the game as they should have with the Night Stalker being there. Let me just switch to the net worth, considering the fact that the towers has gone down. The kills have been happening. There goes the invisibility rune, keeping Calculus safe, but that will mean, no, it will not mean. The illusion rune goes to the Sven. And now it's Era that's on the run, but he can run. It's nighttime. He's super fast. He's fine. He's going to be helped soon again as well. Rubik level 6 has been managing to steal the power shot. No Chill will be around here as well. And there's Enigma. 41 seconds until the black hole's up again though. And no mana left on the Night Stalker, so he will have to back off. As we have got the Tinker actually highest up on net worth. So that tri lane worked out great for Caprice. And he has got... he almost has his boot to travel. Just needs one more creep. And then he will have it, and then he'll be, well, I mean, one tower is down bottom lane, it wasn't denied. The rest of the towers won't go down as easy as that bottom tier 1 tower did. And that will be, that will be just the Tinker starting his annoying streak, and he'll be getting his last hits from the creeps. He's trying to keep it safe. If he overextended that and he died, he would have lost so much, so rather keep it safe. As we have got Sven with his illusions harassing the Rubik slightly, who actually popped the Clarity. Just to be back on full HP. I guess he had to do it just to make sure, make some room in his inventory. As the silence is there, the void is there as well. Right clicks to go. I don't think it will be enough. Telekinesis might help though. Fateful to go through as well. Power shot as well. One more hit needed. Will he get it? Shackle doesn't hit and the TPs come in. The stall lands near versus Era. I don't think Era is going to be able to be escaping. The Ice Path misses though. Power shot still hits. Is he going to be able to back off? There's a silence. There's a slow as well. Here comes the dual breath slowing down Era as well. Bottle charge is now empty. There is no rune on this top lane. Ice Path locks in Era. Malefice coming in from the side up on the Jakiro as the war cry is being popped. And Era will actually be able to get out with help of his teammates. No Tails Malefice at least. I think that was the MVP in that escape. And Era will be fine. And will be able to back off. And, well, it should be almost daytime again. It's still 11 PM actually. The ultimate was used for the Night Stalker, of course, so the night will last a little while longer. But so far, no kills yet for him in the nighttime, and he kind of needs that. Unless he gets free farm, he kind of needs to get that head start. But he's not getting free farm, and he's not getting kills. And that is dangerous for him as the Roar is up again on the Beastmaster. He's going to go towards the bottom lane, but so is the Night Stalker, knowing that something might be coming for the Lone Druid again. And here comes the Beastmaster. He now sees it. There's going to be 3 heroes here, though, and they do see the Beastmaster, the Night Stalker here. They've got the wards. They have the vision. They've got vision everywhere, actually. They have this bottom, they have this Radiant jungle very well covered. Windrunner looking for a Shackle, of course. This is her place to be. They now know that there's 4 heroes. I think they saw them smoke up, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't. I think, oh, they did. Shackle latches down to 2. There goes the sun as well. No Teal dead before the fights even start. Even the Roar being used upon that. It's Calculus. Takes a stun in the face as well. Fucking mad, trying to back off after using his Roar. He's no longer needed, so he knows that he has to go. Sven trying to back off. Void still hitting. He gets blocked in by the Tombstone and will go down. And the rest was able to back off from that. 2 versus 1 still in favor of Meteor Makers as Rubik went down there as well. Rubik killed off by the Sven. And it is Undying, of course. That was basically with his Tombstone MVP. That's the reason why they could be forcing everybody back again. With the gold grab in favor of Fnatic still as well. There's of course a tower helping out slightly. And the last hits. And the Lone Druid still getting decent farm. What got stolen? What got stolen? There goes the Void. So gonna be more power shot got stolen again. Look at that amount of damage. Level 4 power shot stolen. That is so painful if you're gonna have to give that to your opponent. But yeah, gold graph in favor of Fnatic, of course, and experience graph in favor of Meteor Makers. They have got the more kills, even though it's only 4 kill difference, and the experience, you can see it, is not that big of a difference. But one thing that we have to note here as well is that the Enigma, the factor that I talked about during the drafting phase, the Enigma is in that jungle, getting that golden experience that Meteor Makers is not getting, so that's a difference that we don't really see back anymore. Probably the experience difference would be bigger if he wasn't there, if he was a support player instead of a jungle hero, but it is he's not making that big of a difference anymore, because Meteor Makers, they're just holding their own and making sure that they're getting advantage on the lane where they were outnumbering their opponents. And even a long lane solo, and even if Beastmaster died, he still managed to get that kill in the mid lane. He still managed to get level 6 very fast even. And there will be Tinker with this boost of travel. They will be trying to pressure down some of the tier 1 tower, even though Tinker actually failed his boost of travel, and now he's gonna go there again. I guess he TP'd into something that was about to disappear or something like that, or actually died. There goes the March of the Machines. Nobody gonna enter. They're just being bashing down on this tower, as pre-play is still very far away. Actually, there will be heroes incoming, though they are smoked. They will now see from the side of Jakiro here as well. Telekinesis going down. There goes the darkness. Void, Fate, both TP out is not gonna be in time anymore. It will be Flymashenko that gets the last hit. In the meantime, no tower. Still taking a lot of damage, and they actually get out. Whoa, the March of the Machines doing a lot of damage to JK, and No-Till not able to get anything done from the side, but it will be near as well as fucking mad backing out from that one.
Radiant's top tower.
In the meantime, Trixie has decided to farm in the mid lane, gets the first hit, and Tangle. Calculus forced to windrun herself out of that one. That was just a very lucky entangle going for the Spirit Bear there. And the Spirit Bear was going to be trying to stop down fucking Mad, who was looking for a roar, not going to be able to get it. Here comes the Tinker as well, landing some rockets, hits on the Era. Trixie and Era to defend this middle lane, as well as No-Till now coming in. We haven't really seen a decent black hole just yet. The black holes that he's tried to do, he's been interrupted all the time, and as we saw on the bottom lane earlier, I mean, he got the Sven stun, he got the roar, he got basically everything in his face. I guess it's a good thing to make sure that you shut down No-Till and, you know, leave the rest alone so that the rest can attack, but it's kind of sad that he hasn't been able to throw out a black thing. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna check the in-game sounds. Apparently it is on. I should have to toggle it though. Not sure why it's not working. It's not working. Why is this not working? It should be working. I will check again in a moment, as we have got a fight incoming. It feels like, or at least they're saying fight us inside the March of the Machines, and we'll take your tower. Malif is going off still on the Tinker, but it's just a threatening thing. They cannot do anything. The tower drops. There's only one tier 1 tower left, and that's probably the one that they're gonna go for next. And I just want to try to fix the sound in game, because I want to be able to have the in-game sound. I'm not sure why it's not there. It should be there. It should be there. Sound device. This is my. What's my sound device? None of these. It's actually not there. Why is my microphone not listed? This is not good.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is not good. But you still can hear me. I don't want to unplug me. There goes the tier 1 tower. There wasn't even any defense for that. Wanna have the sound working? Ah, that's the one. There's one missing of these. I'll be fixing it in a moment. If I can just follow this one, you could be able to see the Beastmaster, and I will fix it in game. I'm sorry that I have to do this in game, but I want people to hear me in game, because they paid for their ticket. Ooh, oh, wait a second. There is a very sad Jakiro here that goes down to No-Till. Nino Dota goes down, and will be bucking mad. Void, silence, roar, not used. He got interrupted before he could use a roar, and he goes down before he can use a roar even in total. It will still be Undying that drops there to the Windroller. They're fighting inside the March of the Machines Era. Rockets, March of the Machines, Tinker gets the kill. Ice Path does not hit anything. Now Bear in some trouble. It will be Caprice that TP's out of there. It will be Meteor Makers that was victorious on this fight in the bottom lane. Even though they had some casualties of their own, they were still, I mean, fighting in the March of the Machines is just not good. It's just not good at all. And that's just, as you hear in the background, the sounds of the thing going on. So just have to have another audio repeater. Apparently, one of the audio repeaters just gave up, and that's not good, because that is one of the virtual audio cables. So now I just have to find out which one it was, and this is the one that it was. It was that one, and 400, and start. And now I have to open and close the microphone again, and then it should be working, as we hear a roar going off right there. Right there, it was on no till. Bucking Mad trying to get away. I can still fly. It will be no till that still drops to the Tinker. It is going to be Meteor Makers that are on the streak right here. The team that is on paper a bit behind Fnatic, but Fnatic not able to bring it just yet. They still have, of course, everything banked on their lone Druid, who's farming nicely. I say farming nicely, but I actually thought he had more than this. He has the Hand of Midas. He's got 2.2k gold, but it's 17 minutes in. He should be having more. And let me see if I can now toggle on my audio, please. On, and that should indeed be me. Welcome back, people inside the game client. I'm sorry that you didn't hear me earlier. It should be good. It should be good. Again, now that you can hear my voice, all is good in Dota, and we have got the Roshan being taken down. Meteor Makers ahead in this game. It is not by that much though. Look at that. It's just 1k gold. And if you look at the towers, there's 2 towers difference. That is about 2.5k gold, 3k gold, something like that. So it is very unusual to see that. There will be a tower going down here soon. I see Shackle will not let while I'm dying. Oh, TP coming in. He actually has to back off right now. This will be the second tower that Meteor Makers is going to deny. Men, in the meantime, on dying, will take a dive there as well. Here comes Era, though, with the haste rune. There's not a lot of mana left on the Tinker, but Night Stalker and Era does not want to go for it. And the tower gets denied by Calculus. And Tinker will be backing off again to refuel his mana and just come back later. And that was the second tower that dropped on the side of Meteor Makers, and the second tower that got denied. So that is gonna be that. In the meantime, Tinker, is he gonna get an entangle? No, he's not. He's not. Trixie not able to get in, and again he's standing in the March of Machines. 2,800 gold up on him. He's of course died 3 times. Not ideal at all, but you know, they are okay-ish. I mean, if they get a good black hole off, they can still win a good team fight. If the Sven doesn't get big enough too fast. And Sven, I mean, he's being played as a support. That is something that you have to consider. Normally you look at the lineup saying, okay, you know what, late game there will be a big Sven. But this Sven is a support. Yes, he's got assist and he's only died once, but he is not the one to farm. I think right now Meteor Makers say, you know what, let's get our Svens on farm, let's get him up there. He's got 10 last hits, woohoo! He is a support. He is not doing too great for a Sven, but he is doing good for a support Sven. Well, we'll see how much he can impact later game, if it actually gets to that, because of course, I mean, Fnatic, they still have, I mean, they have got pushing power, they have just got to use it, they've just got to get a good black coin, but so far, has been Meteor Makers, and again, they feel like we have the advantage. Why not make sure we keep the advantage? Why not make sure that we're gonna be able to kill everybody off? Why not try to kill off Trixie once again? Ice Path hits on both. Here comes the roar, hitting as well. Tinker TPing into the boar, and that is Calculus going down. Trixie, or sorry, Calculus getting the last hit and killing off Trixie, because Trixie was the one to die on his lone Druid. And that will be another successful smoke for Meteor Makers, and they just back off and continue to farm. In the meantime, top lane is being farmed still. It is the Undying who picked himself up a Void Stone. He's got 1,900 gold. Curious to see what he's going to be going for, actually. As, well, I mean, he's not really been that much involved so far. Now he's TPing towards the base to probably help his team soon, as Meteor Makers probably want to go for towers again. I mean, they got all the tier 1 towers, right? Why not also go for the tier 2s? So they group up bottom. They've got everybody here, or at least they've got 4 here, with also the Tinker able to, of course, TP in to the boar if he wants to, or even to the Hawk if he wants to, but the Hawk is not there. But they TP into the boar, and they're just going to take the tier 2 tower. They might actually be looking at a trade, though, as Enigma's on the top lane with his mechanism and his black hole, and Tinker actually already TP top. There goes the March of the Machines, just that, and this kind of stops it. It just stops the push in his track. Night Stalker cannot go in on this either. In the meantime, tier 2 tower bottom still gets a Ras. Power shot is still in the hands of the Rubik, but we'll only delay it, and Tinker is already back outside this bottom lane, and that's going to be the tower going down. Windrunner picking that one up. And maybe now, no, not a TP incoming. Beastmaster this time. If he gets a roar off, then that will be a kill, but He needs to get that roar. He's looking for vision with the Greater Hawk. It will be the TP out for the Enigma. He should be fine as Night Stalker TP's out as well. Rockets will not fly anymore. Actually, it still flies, but I don't think it's going to hit in the base anymore as a Lone Druid. Trixie looking for an entangle. Ice Path will hit the bear. That's enough for now. Right clicks will go from the bear. Nope. There's Tinker. Still get an entangle, but you know, it's too late now. It's too late now. Power Shot will go. Mechanism will hit as well. Night Stalker coming in from the side. Is there gonna be a void? The Shackle at least doesn't latch. Nice dodge from Era. And we have got 5 heroes here from Fnatic, and still they've got this team fight. They haven't been able to use it yet. It is a pretty painful one. Lone Druid, what does he have? Still nothing. At least nothing more than the last time we checked. He's got 3,500 gold in his inventory, as he is highest up on net worth for the Radiant team, but still nothing to show for just yet apart from gold in his inventory, and that's not really what you want to be seeing, as we have got someone bought something big. What is it? It's a Force Staff. Force Staff going towards that Windrunner who has it incoming. More good Shackles incoming. She's level 12 now as well. Let's take a quick look at the experience graph. It is going towards Meteor Maker's 2k experience. It's still not as much as you might think. Gold graph is neither. I mean, you look at this game and you get the feel of this game and it looks like, okay, you know what, Meteor Makers, they are ahead. Big time. But that's not the case. It's just been that Fnatic has not been able to fight back because of that March of the Machines. This Tinker is just so very annoying, and his Tinker is pretty damn farmed as well. He's got Boots of Travel, of course, he's got his Ultimate Orb, he's got his Force Staff. It is, I mean, you see Fnatic, you see, okay, they won a team fight because they have got that black hole and stuff. Era, God, goes down, no tail as well, and no black hole again. They can't get a foot in the door, and now the rest of Fnatic has to back up. Now Meteor Maker thinks, okay, you made it very easy for us, and we are outnumbering you right now, and we can take a fight. Tombstone goes up, though. Ice Path latches on Trixie. JK pops his Golem form, buyback from the Night Stalker as the Tombstone already is down. They might have stopped this pushing for now, but they had to use a buyback for that. Does Era find something? Shackle, Power Shot, Axis, Era, Ice Path? Can they find more to do? No, Era still alive. Stun lashes though, that is Fly My Shackle going down very fast. Rockets will fly. Power Shot as well, and Era, who just bought back, already has to back up to base. Decay going through, and there is no reason for Meteor Makers, apart from maybe low on mana for these people a bit. There's no reason to just stay and try to see if Fnatic makes a mistake of going in. Roar is up again shortly. There is also a Necronomicon up on the Beastmaster, and a Blink Dagger, as we saw purchased on the Enigma earlier. Blink Dagger, which in fact should be getting some more black holes, good black holes off, but he's just not been able to get them. It is sad. That's all I want to say about that. But let's take a look at the items, because as I said, I didn't really spend a lot of time about that. We have 2,800 gold on the Tinker, who of course wants to go for a Sheepstick, as we normally see from him. Beastmaster, SC, Necronomicon, and now also a Ghost Scepter, because, you know, just in case Lone Druid as well as the Night Stalker are able to throw out some damage at him, he can just Ghost Scepter and everything will be fine. Jakiro in the meantime, he's of course a support. He's doing a good job supporting. He's got wards, he's got wands, he's got boots, he's happy. And the tier 1 tower looks to be not as happy, although it's being defended by 2 waves of March of the Machines, and that's going to make sure that the Radiant cannot push in on this again. We're going to have Calculus, who of course we saw his Force Staff, we saw his Mechanism, already got 1k gold in his inventory again. Enigma just using his Blink to take care of the Hawk, at least that one won't bother him anymore. And the last one is the Sven, who is of course the one that's started out as support, but just got a double kill on the bottom lane, or at least a kill on the mid lane even. And he's building towards his BKB. So, not doing bad either, as he's got himself drums as well as the Ogre Club. Let's take a look at the Radiant side now. We've got 1k gold up on the Night Stalker, who hasn't been able to do that much, and we already saw during the nighttime he wasn't able to bring it. It's nighttime again now. But would you look at that map control for the Dire team? They want to keep track on Fnatic every single moment of their lives. They have got wards everywhere. Wards in the jungle, wards on the rune spot, wards on the high ground. They want to be able to be aggressive. They are going to take down the last tier 2 tower standing on the map on side of Fnatic. And they are going to be doing it without being contested, because that March of the Machines will make sure that they don't. We're going to see Undying in the meantime, going towards a Sheepstick by the looks of it. As he is almost complete with that, or at least looks like it's almost, if he actually wants to go for that. I think he is, probably, but not an item that you see very often on Undying, but they do need to shut down that Tinker. They need to kill that Tinker. before, otherwise they cannot fight. They cannot just stand in that Martian machines and fight. And more wars being placed up, and they're waiting. Like, okay, at some point, someone from Fnatic has to come up this hill. If you wait long enough, they'll come. But they're actually losing their patience already. But now they see the smoke up for Fnatic. Already failed blink away from No-Tail because he was already too scared. And it will be Meteor Makers that's actually already backing off as well, knowing that they might have been caught out of position. But they at least ruined the smoke for Fnatic, so that is at least something. A successful something at that. And Lone Druid actually bought something now. His bear has got the Radiance, so that might mean a difference for the next team fight. But in the meantime, I mean, it's already Meteor Makers that is ahead by quite a lot. And just like I said, fighting in that Martian machines is not going to be easy for sure. As well, I think I went over all the items of the Radiant team now as well. I think so. 1300 gold up on the Night Stalker. Like I said, doesn't have anything substantial just yet. In the meantime, Martian machines in mid lane once again. Let's see if they can get some damage on this tower. Right clicks to go. And the fact is, I mean, you just cannot fight inside this. You cannot defend your own tower. So fortification is off. And I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna send your Baron, but even the Baron takes a lot of damage right now. But the tower is already down. No, not even a fight being done. I mean, Fnatic might not be that far behind and might be able to get a good team fight off, but you can't do it when you're in the Martian machines. I'm feeling very sorry for Fnatic right now that they have to fight against a Tinker. Tinker, a hero that I mean, to be fair, we haven't really seen him that often lately. Will be Roshan that will be taken down by Meteor Makers right now. Lincoln's being popped on the Roshan by the Spin Stun. And that will be, I mean, there's nothing they can do. Look at this, sentry wards all over. Must give opponents no vision. Everywhere. And Tinker picks up the Aegis. There's a sentry ward here for the Radiant team though. And that's gonna be getting rid of the other sentry ward that was there earlier. I heard someone being turned into a piglet. But I guess that wasn't anything. Tinker just scaring us. It is gonna be 1800 gold in his inventory with the sheepstick being completed. We have 4 heroes on Fnatic on the top lane. Might be trying to go for something. Night Stalker picking up a haste rune. It is daytime though, but he does have his darkness up if he wants to. Picked up an overclock, so gonna be going for BKB as well. As we have got, of course, Tinker standing around there, marching and machining until he can't no more. As we have got some counter warding going on here with the help of the courier from the Jakiro, who picked up a gem of True Sight. And Tinker just TP's here again. They weren't, I mean, they used 3 heroes for that. And they couldn't even get any damage in on the tower, barely any damage in. And Beastmaster now also has a blink dagger, so that will be massive initiation roars coming off from him. And he'll be able to start fights, he'll be able to just pop his Necronomicon, roar someone, and then just wait for the rest of his team to come in with Ice Pads, Macropyres, Power Shots, Stuns, Martian Machines, of course. And it's just very difficult for Fnatic to fight in that. But they can do it. If they get a good team fight off, everything can turn around. But for now, they're not getting it. Shackle, Trixie, Danger. Is he gonna be Ice Path? No, he is not. Trixie will be fine. The bear might not be as fine though. He's being turned into a piglet. Rockets, right clicks. There's another piglet, and that's the laser finishing him off. They will be able to get summoned again though, as Beastmaster managed to find a kill. A solo kill on Fly My Schnenkel. Roar being used for that. Blink Dagger not even being shown for that. But he does get a solo kill, and he sends his Necronomicon level 3 already. He sends them on the creeps, and now on the barracks as well. As the Warcry being used on the creeps, as we have got JK being turned into a piglet, March of the Machines, so that they can't fight in this, but at some point they're gonna have to, and they know that they have to. Will he be able to get it though? It will be Tinker that's gonna be forced out of the way. Ice Path latches in the bear, Caprice though, there goes the Aegis, stun latching on Era, Near trying to get him down, one more hit needed, no, another one needed, doesn't get it, Rockets will also not get it, no kills done just yet, Tinker back into play though, and something got stolen, what got stolen, oh, blink in from No-Tail wants to go for that Caprice, Ice Path doesn't hit, 4-star forward again from the Tinker, and that's gonna be him moving back to base unless he gets an entangle, but he goes down on dying, pick up the last hit, Macropyre here too though, dual breath going on, and they're fighting again inside the Martian Machines, buyback on the Tinker, Calculus locked inside an ensnare, but will be able to back up on 100 HP. And we have got the Warcry being stolen by the Rubik, used it instantly to help his teammates. Here comes Tinker again, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, just standing still, gets silenced before I can do anything. Stun, Ice Path, gets dodged by Era. In the meantime though, the barracks still went down, and that's gonna be Meteor Makers. I mean, even though, the fight was fairly even, you can consider it even, but it's just... it's not even when you take a barracks down. But it wasn't even on kills. They managed to get a Tinker, they managed to get a buyback, they managed to get a Beastmaster as well, which is definitely not bad. But as long as you're still going to have your barracks killed off, then it's not going to be ideal. And we didn't see, again, we didn't see a black hole because there was no good black hole possibility coming off for No-Tail. I mean, he just couldn't. There is, first of all, there's a lot of disable, of course, coming off from Meteor Maker. I mean, there's a lot he has to worry about, like the roar, which even goes through BKB. So even if he gets that, which he's building now, he'll still have to worry about getting the Beastmaster inside of his black hole. But there is the Shackle, there is the stun from the Sven, there's the Ice Path. There's so much he has to worry about that is very difficult to get off a good black hole, and he's feeling the pressure. I would imagine, as we have got Lone Druid trying to farm still. He's got 2100 gold this time. He is at least, well, he's picking up on the gold per minute. He's got 11, well, he's like, just say it like this, he's 3k behind on the highest farmer in the game, which is of course the Tinker, who's got 2300 gold. Tinker, of course, he did buy back, so that cost him something. But we'll see how much, in fact, it has costed him, because we will see that later on. We will have, of course, the Nick, but needs to BKB before able to do something else. They're playing very defensively, though. I'm waiting for Meteor Makers to make a mistake to try and pick up that Tinker, because they know they cannot fight inside the March of the Machines. But to be fair, I mean, what you could do in this situation, what you sometimes see people doing, is try to bait out the Tinker. Just try to stand next to a creep wave, smoked up, knowing that the Tinker would come to, of course, you know, push the lane back out again, and the creeps won't reveal the smoke, and he won't reveal the smoke until he actually TPs in, and then you might be able to kill him, especially if you use the Undying Science device, which he just completed. But in the meantime, everybody of Meteor Maker is gonna group up on this bottom lane already. March of the Machines already going through. They want to go for this barracks. The Necronomical Warriors already hitting them. Rockets flying left and right.
Is under attack.
Axes on stolen by the Rubik. Can they do something about this? TP's incoming towards the top lane, because there was a Lone Druid who tried to push down the top lane. Lone Druid who's trying to run away from this one is going to run into a Lone Druid, into a Beastmaster though. Oh, he was in range for the Roar, couldn't get it. Roar goes off on the Bear instead. Well, if you can't have the Master, then go for the Bear. Shackles, right clicks, power shots, and Bear is dead. The Lone Druid can resummon him soon though, 3 seconds, and he will be able to do so, and he will do so to make sure that that Radiance and the Hyperstone is not lost. Of course, that's, if you pick up the Bear now, it basically makes Trixie useless, because the items, all the items are on the Bear. But yeah, that's the Hyperstone complete, so he's gonna go for an Assault Cuirass there. As we have got the stun landing on Era here, and then Ice Path, and right clicks, and rockets, and Macropyres, and it is Nier that picks up the kill on his Sven, being God Strength Sven, who picked up a Blink Dagger rather than finishing off his BKB. They decided we can go for this, we can be aggressive, and they're gonna be able to do that too. I mean, look at the initiation that they have. They've got Blink stuns, they've got Blink roars, they've got TPs out. Nope. Oh, Malefice, Jakiro, TP out from Capri still though, but the Jakiro won't be so lucky, and there's not even an Entangle helping out. It's Trixie that picks up the last hit. That's at least something, as Windrunner Calculus trying to do something on the top lane, pushing back the lane. 2400 gold up on her, 2500. It's going very fast, it's 2600 already. So she is fairly faster. And she's gonna get a Blink. Malefice, Windrun, will there be support? There needs to be support, trying to run away. There will not be another Malefice for 9 seconds. I don't think the Bear can be fast enough, but I think Lone Druid thinks the Bear is gonna be fast enough. Another Blink in soon, if they want to go for that. In the meantime, Undying dies to the Beastmaster. He was way in over his head though. And I'm gonna let the Windrunner go on the top lane. I'm not sure why the Undying was here by himself. It was just not. He shouldn't have been there. That's that fair. And Lone Druid, 1900 gold in his inventory. Where is his Bear? His Bear is with him actually. Good. Good. I almost thought he was dead, but that's not good. 2100 gold, so he will be having more items up for his Assault Cuirass soon again. And he will probably put them up on himself to make sure that he, of course, also has a bit of a survivability. As he might be saving for a buyback, though the buyback is only useful if he can actually resummon his Bear, which by now he can do again. So we might see that from him, because we might have a fight coming off here soon. Tinker TPing in bottom now as well. As the lane is already pushed out, we have Nier standing around here. Tinker, who has picked up another ultimate orb since the last time we saw him. More March of the Machines going through. Trixie trying to farm what he can. As the exclamation marks are there, they want to go for him. There goes the silence. There goes the interruption. Rocket, silence, Tinker There goes the blinker from the Sven. Stuns, God Strength, Warcry, Black Hole gets 2, Black Hole gets interrupted, and that's gonna be the Enigma going down. Near still drops though as well as Caprice, so that is something fucking mad being locked inside. And then Tangle still roars. Will he be able to get out? Gets forced up forward by a teammate. 90 HP left. Will be able to get out. JK not so lucky. One more hit needed, and it will be the Nino that picks him up. 3 heroes for 2. It started out so well for Fnatic, and you saw the power they had by actually trying to fight back and trying to be aggressive and actually picking up the Tinker before the fight even started. But they weren't able to do so, and the buybacks come from Meteor Makers, but there's no such gold up on the Radiant side. They just don't have the gold, and they will be in a tough position soon again, as Beastmaster's still here on very low HP. He's not too worried though, because there's only the Rubik as well as the Lone Druid here. Now Night Stalker's back up again as well. Fortification goes off, Shackles don't latch. Can they get the tower? There will be Trixie turn into a piglet, and towers and Snare going forward. 2 force staffs to help Caprice get away though. There will be Sven back again. Ice Belt latches on the bear, and there goes Era as well. Dual breath going through. Tower still not dead. TP out again from Caprice. And this time they will be backing off. In the meantime though, I mean this the ranged barracks dropped here where it didn't drop before, but that's what happens if you leave the lane long enough alone. They will be getting that. And they even managed to do some damage to the tier 4 tower. But the good thing about this is, 1, the BKB is ready on Enigma, and 2, he actually got a black hole off. That got 2 in it. And he was casting for more than 1 second. Good times. Good times indeed. In the meantime, Trixie, 1100 gold. Does he have a complete... Ooh, he picked up a basher rather than finishing off anything else. A good one, because he needs to be doing something against that TPs that have been coming out, and not only rely on the ensnare. I like it. I like it a lot. And with the Hyperstone already up on there, make sure that the chance is actually a lot higher. Or all the chances are higher, but his attacks are more, so more chances, I guess, in a way. You know what I mean. I like it anyway. We have got the Undying, 400 gold after his side device, which took him a very long time to get, by the way. He didn't get that much done, as we have Roshan being taken out by Meteor Makers. Will be uncontested as well, as we have Jakiro building towards the 4 staff. And it looks like this Beastmaster with the haste rune roars on Trixie. Can he get something done? I don't think so though. It's just a roar because he can. Nothing else. Windrunner picks up the Aegis actually. Calculus doing that one. And let's see, we have Fnatic still being locked inside the base. I'm going to check out the graphs for a second again. Even though we know the feel of the game where Meteor Makers is in favor, it's still not as much as you might expect. 40 minutes in. Not yet 10k gold in favor for Meteor Makers. Still doing fairly decent though. Experience is going to be showing a lot more, purely because there's just so much more kills on Meteor Makers side than there are on Fnatic's side. And it is almost towards 12k experience in favor of Meteor Maker. And Fnatic is still able to come back from this though, if they get some good fights going, if they just stop this Tinker often enough, that will be possible. Bear's gonna get some entangles up. He's being turned into a piglet though, 4 staffing forward. Here comes Beastmaster with our roar again in 12 seconds. Axes will fly. Tinker already back again. Side device on the Windrunner now as well, so there will be a lot of disable coming off. And Booster travel actually on the Beastmaster as well, just because he can. Tinker moves back to the top lane. Split push. This is gonna be really annoying for Fnatic. They cannot do that much against split push, at least not with what the kind of play they have to play is that they have to be aggressive. But they can't be as aggressive if they are split up. They have to defend on different sides. Shackle ledges on the bear, not on the master, luckily for Trixie. Axes will fly. Rockets as well. Ice Path does not hit, but they were still able to gain momentum and get inside the base of the opponent team. Here comes the no-tail though, and that's gonna be a stun. And right clicks. He is dead before he can even do something, as well as the bear. He drops in the bear. Can be summoned again. Roar going off on JK. Right clicks to go. Can they get him down? Yes, they can. The Nino picking up. Lone Druid still picking up the Chen though, or the Sven rather. Sorry, no Chen in this game. Tinker getting ensnared. Ice Pass does not hit on anything. Rockets will still fly. They still pick up Era. The Tinker. There goes the stun. Lands. Beastmaster getting away. We have Rubik who landed that stun, but still goes down to Caprice there, as we have got Lone Druid being picked up again by back from the Rubik, but I don't think it will matter that much anymore, and neither does Fnatic. They call the GG. They accept defeat. Meteor Makers taking a win over Fnatic. And it will be 3 points going the way of Meteor Makers. 3 points that they desperately needed, because as you saw at the start of the game, they didn't have the amount of points yet as their opponent team had. And we're going to see The next game also for StarLadder will be a game between No Tidehunter, of course, the victors of DreamHack Winter 2012 versus Illuminate. And stay tuned for that game. Should be upcoming in a short moment. As soon as the throne explodes, we'll be jumping inside that game. So stay tuned for that one. My name is Sheever. I'm a Gozo Gamers caster. If you want to support me, please subscribe to my YouTube. That's the way to do that. YouTube.com/SheeverGaming. You can also follow me on Twitter if you want. I tweet a lot of stuff. Of course, you can. My Twitter actually has a lot of pictures still from DreamHack as well, so you can check that out. My Twitter is also Sheever Gaming, and I said pictures of DreamHack. You can also find pictures of DreamHack on my Facebook. Incidentally, also the extension Sheever Gaming. I know, I'm original. Bam! Anyway, let's get ourselves into the next game. Stay tuned for more Dota 2 action coming your way.